It's not really good. I'm not walking, I'm just sliding. Holy shit. Look at that, like a billy goat. Welcome back to Steep in the Woods. I'm Josh. If you're new to the channel, big warm welcome. If you're a tough old root, then welcome back. Today we are at the gym spot hunting true clay. So we're looking for a layer of gray clay. It'll be down here somewhere. That is true clay. A lot of farmers, hey, gardeners such as my wife and myself, are very familiar with clay, like clay-based soils, but we need real clay to line our spring with so that the water doesn't seep out. So we've made one heck of a hike to get here to find it. So we already hiked up to the top of the mountain, or at least as far up as my property goes, which is really far. But now we're going all the way down to the bottom creek to hunt true clay because we need it for the spring build. I got my panning kit, because hey, if we're going to be down there shoveling, we might as well have the possibility of finding something awesome, man. Who knows? So I just noticed we have more than bears, mountain lions, coyotes, poisonous snakes, Sasquatch, gnomes, beetles, I didn't notice this. I walked right up on it. I meant to keep my eyes peeled. Too busy looking for bears. I'm missing the dang beehives, man. That's a white-faced hornet's nest. About the size of a basketball. It's actually really small compared to other ones that I've seen. We get them up here the size of beach balls. I mean, like huge. That was really small. But I sure don't want to get stung. Them suckers are mean. I'm like right beside it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I guess I'm going to the other side to get a better picture. I don't come down here very much. I did a lot when we first got it. But really I've just been, beelining straight to the tiny house build. So I'm interested to come down here and take a day to hike. Tiny house is pretty much finished. The spring is next. The front door, I have to put on a front door. I have to finish the spring. So I figured we'd take today and work on the spring, which involves hiking all the way down to the lowest creek and shoveling true clay. That is not my land, but God, I want it. I want it so bad. My plan is, long-term, super duper long-term, is to, my long-term plan is to finish our tiny house and eventually buy the property behind us because it's beautiful. And it's almost impossible to get a road on it unless, you go through my property. So if a third party bought it without access to my road, it'd be almost impossible to get into it. Maybe that means that we'll have a better chance to buy it. I don't know. It's not for sale now, which is good because I don't have any money. But the plan is finish our little tiny house some point in the future, buy the land behind us. Then up there, I'm going to build probably something even smaller. But I'm going to do like a flat out, full on gnome house for me and my wife. And my daughter can have this one. Or she can put like a little park model by the road. I don't really care. But the option's there. So that's the long-term goal here at Steep in the Woods. Steep in the Woods wants the land behind them so bad. I need to stop looking at it. All right. The clay is why we're here, but I still want to check it out and look. It's not going to be good. I'm not walking, I'm just sliding. Holy shit. Look at that, like a billy goat. That was deliberate. And, that's not a rock. That is a turtle. He's actually a really big turtle for around here. What in the world was he doing in all that muck? I'm gonna go set him over here in the creek so he won't get hurt by shoveling. So there's lots of ways to separate out the gray clay. You know, hey, you can just do it with your hands or wash it off or just take everything with you if you don't have nearly as hardcore of a hike as I do. But by far the most fun is to pan it. Because hey, you might find something else too. So what I've done is I've took what I was shoveling, put it in my pan. Now we're down here. I'm just, while it's in the pan and water's going over it, I'm just sifting through it with my fingers, looking for big chunks of that gray clay. Once we get what we feel like is most of it, then you just pan this out. And hey, you might have something, you might not. We may go the entire day and not get nothing. But you miss every ball you don't swing at. So here we go. I think that's most of it, most of the big ones. So we're just going to go ahead and pan this. You see that color? That's the true clay there. It's as pure as I can find it without actually doing some kind of a long process to it. Well, as always, it's filled with garnets. Bunch of little tiny ones, like that. That's a little garnet. But I'm not seeing anything else, and no garnets big enough or pretty enough to bother hiking back. I mean, we got a whole bottle full of these little ones. But that's alright. Hey, on to the next pan and the next collection of true clay. So why is this clay special? Well, because it's been at the bottom of a creek forever. Right? So you can't get any more wet than being at the bottom of the creek your whole life. And it's still in one piece. It's beautiful. Gonna put this in our bag. Like I say, I think we need at least one solid bag of this. That's why it's going to take the whole day. But I figure if something's going to take the whole day, might as well be fun. Who knows? We might find something cool. There's a lot of leaves on this one. We don't need to leave. There we go. Oh man, that's already getting heavy. I got to hike it all the way back up to where it came from. There's another one. All right. We got us a much bigger garnet here. Not nearly as pretty, but it's big. Nope, just lots of little garnets. Alright, well, we got our clay. I brought multiple bags, although I don't think I'm going to be able to carry multiple bags, so I'm just going to cut it off right here at about 50 pounds. I'm going to line our spring with it right up against the dam. I'm still putting plastic down, but I want that added layer, that added support to help sort of bridge the gap from the straight line of the dam and the bottom line. You want it to be a little curved. That will really help. It'll help lock in the dam. It'll help the plastic from getting punctured. If the plastic was to get a puncture, I don't want everything, I don't want to blow a hole through it. So I still want the clay there as a fallback. Minus the driving, I would really appreciate the opportunity for us to have lives like this. I don't make any money off of the YouTube, but maybe one day, you never know. We're also going to be doing a lot of crafts. There's a lot of crafts that we do, that we're interested in, that we already do in our free time. Free time is at an all-time, premium right now. But those will be for sale. Those will be options for y'all. We're thinking about also getting into, we ordered a lot of really rare seeds for the garden. And there's a possibility in the future that we could save, we're going to be saving seeds for ourselves anyway, that we could save extra and sell a couple packets of seeds. They are going to be sort of outlandish seeds because we can't do a volume. If we had regular Roma tomatoes, there's no way we could grow enough to even be worth it. So we'll grow, we're going to do some really extreme and interesting different vegetables, so that then saving the seeds and selling them may make more sense. Either way, I got my bag. I'm going to try to attach it to my backpack. We're going to stop a couple places and pan, and then drop this off at the spring, and that's probably all we're going to do today. But I had fun. All right, I'm going to pack up. I'm going to follow this little game trail, see if we can't get back up to the house spot, or at least the spring. Picked a heavy thing to go get a big bag of. Yeah, I bet this creek has more garnets in it than anything. Whew. I'm glad I didn't get any more clay than this. Boy, it's heavy. I tried to attach it to my backpack. That didn't work. Just had to carry it in my hand. I can see the spring though. We're getting close. Alright, that's all I have time for today. I put the clay in the puddle to keep it hydrated. And I think I'm just going to piddle around a couple more minutes and probably head on back to the house. I hope you liked, just a random, hey, hiking video, getting some clay out of a hole. We did some panning, didn't find nothing, but whatever. It's not like the thing is going anywhere. If you liked what you saw, hit that button. If you're new to the channel, hit that other button. You want to help support the channel, there are links below. Until next time, here, Steve in the Woods.